Crazy news, guys! Next year, we'll be getting 5 iPhone 16 models in 2024, with the new 5th model being the iPhone 16 Ultra. Today, let me tell you about all the details about this, and of course, let me also tell you about the iPhone Ultra release date and price too. So then, Apple's last products of 2023 are now out, the MacBook Pros and the new iMac. But moving on to the iPhone 16 models for next year. Today, what I want to do is I want to give you a bit of a summary of all of the iPhone 16 models that will be coming out in 2024, but we'll also be getting that brand new iPhone Ultra model, and we will still also be getting the iPhone 16 Pro Max, and I want to explain a bit more about that. But first of all, let's talk about the new iPhone Ultra, or iPhone 16 Ultra. Now, I'll be honest here, there's not actually a lot about the features and bits and pieces that we're going to be getting inside the iPhone 16 Ultra, apart from that we know it's going to be coming and it's Apple's 5th flagship options, and it will be coming in 2024. Mark Gurman mentioned that this new iPhone will sit alongside the iPhone 16, the 16 Plus, 16 Pro, and the 16 Pro Max as a standalone iPhone. It's expected to have the best features of all the iPhones and will stand out the most compared to the other models. For my thoughts about this, I'm really happy we're going to be getting an iPhone Ultra, an iPhone 16 Ultra, whatever it's going to be. And to be honest, I'm just looking at my Apple Watch Ultra here. I believe it's going to be its own sort of unique design. It's going to be a unique phone in its own way, whereas like the Apple Watch and the Apple Watch Ultra are two separate sort of lines. It's also very possible that it won't be called the iPhone 16 Ultra, but simply it'll just be known as the iPhone Ultra. And then say in 2025, if a new model of that Ultra comes out, it could just be called the iPhone Ultra 2 and so on. But I'm quite sure that more leaks and rumours will come through in the next months telling us about its name and of course all the details of its specs and features. And with that, before I continue on, now is a good time more than ever to mention that all leaks and reports that you see here are not 100% proof that they will come true with the new iPhone. I can only present you what reports or information and renders that are out there. So basically, the renders that are being created here are based off those sort of leaks and reports that you are seeing out there. So the final iPhone may not look like this. However, if you are still watching this video, then you're as curious as I am in knowing what is being said about the next iPhone anyway. But next of all, what I want to do is something I haven't done in a while. I want to go over a review of all the specs of the other iPhone 16 models. But just before I do that, so then guys, just quickly, let me tell you about Opera GX and how amazing it is as a browser for your Mac or for your Windows PC. The great thing about Opera GX is that you can actually have all your social medias and all your chats all in one place, like I've got right here. So for example, I have got WhatsApp, I've also got my Facebook Messenger, and I've also got Discord. I can also get a notification, as you can see here, when a new WhatsApp message comes to me, and then obviously then I can read it without having the need to pick up my phone. It also has other features like an ad blocker, what you can turn on, and also you control, for example, the amount of RAM that your browser is using, and also you can see what other tabs are using most of the sort of CPU processing power actually being used while you're browsing the internet. There are loads of other features to mention too, but all I can say is you just need to check them out because it's so amazing, Opera GX. And if you want to get it, make sure you check out my link that's in the description of this video to download Opera GX right now. And with that guys, it's back to the video. So then, let's now get down to business. Let's now talk about the specs of the new iPhone 16 models, apart from the iPhone 16 Ultra, but let's start out then with the iPhone 16 normal. So then, with the iPhone 16 then, so we've got again a 6.1 inch display this year, and it will be a new OLED display, and it'll have a resolution of 2532 by 1170. But the big difference is it looks like at last that the normal iPhone 16 is going to get a 120Hz Pro Motion, as I've talked about already in a leak before. And then also it's going to be bumped up to 8GB of RAM. It will be DDR5X RAM, and then the storage options for this one will be 128GB going all the way up to 512 gigabytes. We've also been told we're going to actually be getting an A18. We won't get a normal A17 put inside, just an A18 we've been told as well in previous leaks. And this is going to be made up of 4 efficiency cores, 2 performance cores, and a 5-core GPU too. The actual body is going to be made out of aluminum or aluminium, depending where you are in the world, and it'll have a dual camera setup, very similar to previous years, and it will also have a 48 megapixel main camera sensor in that. The battery sizes are a little bit uneven at the moment, but it looks like at the moment, sticking to the normal iPhone 15 sort of battery size, it's going to be 3,349 milliamp battery size, and this is probably going to be put in the 16 too. And that base model will be coming in with the 128 gigabyte option for $799. Then we have the iPhone 16 Plus, and again this is going to be the same 6.78 inch new LED sort of display inside it, resolution of 2778 by 1280, and again it will feature a Pro Motion display for the first time, a 120Hz panel inside of it in a baseline sort of larger model. 8GB of RAM of DDR5X, again same storage options, 128GB all the way up to 512GB. Again that A18 chipset, not an A17, with the 4 efficiency cores, 2 performance cores, and the 5-core GPU. Again an aluminum body or aluminium body. Dual camera setup as again with the 48 megapixel main sensor, and then the battery size is based on the iPhone 15 Plus model at the moment, so it's 4,383 milliamp, but it won't be much bigger than this probably. And that base model will be coming for the 128 gigabytes, coming in at $899. Then after that we actually have the iPhone 16 Pro, and this is where things change quite a bit. We've been told we're going to be getting a 6.3 inch display, so we're probably going to get a new design for the iPhone 16 Pro. We don't know the actual resolution, but most likely it will be still the same 460 pixels per inch or PPI, and again a 120Hz Pro Motion display. 8GB of RAM still, DDR5X, and the starting storage this time will start 256GB, going all the way up to possible a 2TB storage option. We will also get the new generation of an A18 Pro chipset, 4 efficiency cores, 2 performance cores, and again a 6-core GPU enhanced on the one that we got in the A17 Pro. It'll be a titanium body again, a triple camera sensor, and then also first for the 16 Pro we will also get that 5x zoom capability and also the LiDAR sensor. Again the batteries are based on the iPhone 15 Pro, so this was 3,274 milliamp battery size, but this could change, and that base model of a 256 gigabyte configuration will be coming in at $1,199. Then finally we have the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So we've been told this is going to be a 6.9 inch new LED display, so it's going to be even larger than the 6.7 inch display we have now. Again probably a brand new body, again still a 460 pixels per inch capability, we're not sure on the resolution just yet, and then this will be again a 120Hz Pro Motion display. 8GB of RAM inside of it, DDR5X, storage will be very similar, it will start 256GB, but it could go all the way up to 2TB this time. Then for the actual chipset, it'll be an A18 Pro again, and it will be based on the A17 Pro, but I'll have a CPU of 4 efficiency cores, 2 performance cores, and a 6-core GPU. Have all the usual like ray tracing and all of those good stuff too. Again, it'll be a titanium body, and this time the triple camera sensor, the zoom capability, because it could be a new design, could be a 6x or 10x zoom capability based on or even further than the 5x one we got, and of course that LiDAR sensor too. The battery size at the moment is probably still based on the iPhone 15 Pro Max, so this is 4,422 milliamp battery size, but this will probably increase a little bit more nearer the time. And then the actual base model will be a 256 gigabyte model again, coming in at $1,299. So then guys, just before we talk about the release date, I quickly just want to talk to you about the giveaway that is happening on this channel, and that giveaway is for this. It is for an iPhone 15 Pro Max, and I'm going to be giving this away to one lucky subscriber in the last week of December this year. So this is going to be between December 25th and the 31st of December. And all you have to do to enter into this international giveaway, so it's available to everybody in the world, is all you have to do is put down in the comments below of what technology gear or Apple gear, any gear of technology you're planning to buy before the end of 2023, or maybe even into 2024. Put it down in the comments below to enter in. And also at the same time too, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell, because I'm going to be doing a live stream in that last week of December, and you'll want to find out if you're going to be the winner for this iPhone 15 Pro Max. Now, one thing I also just want to quickly say, sadly there's still scammers, spammers, people impersonating me, telling you to WhatsApp you, Telegram them, and also part with money to pay for shipping. This is not me at all. I'll be paying for shipping fees and everything like that, all the taxes too. But if you do see any of these scammers out there, please do report them, like you can see right here. And with that, guys, let's now talk about the release date for the iPhone 16 models. Now, for release date, as it's so early, we cannot fully predict the exact date of when it will be for the iPhone 16 Ultra. However, one thing we can be sure of, just like the iPhone 15, where we actually had the Wonderless event actually happening in September time, it is most likely it's going to be exactly the same for the iPhone 16, just like it was for the iPhone 14, the 13 and the 12 as well. Normally all of these events happen around September time unless something really big is happening in the world to prevent it from happening, just like in 2020 with COVID-19. But without this then, generally speaking, Apple like to do their event around about mid-September time or the earlier sort of mid-September time, and then normally release their sort of iPhones around about 10 days later. So at the moment, predict that it'll probably be around about sort of mid-September, and then probably a week later, so in the early sort of 20s of the sort of September time, that you'll be able to get your hands on the brand new iPhone 16 models. But of course, as we get even closer to the actual release date, I'm sure more details will come in of the actual date of when it's going to be happening, and of course I will let you know when the exact date is going to be. And there we have it, guys. As you can see, it's still really early days. We're in the middle of November, for example. We are still like 10 months away to the launch of the iPhone 16 models. But it's good to see that we still have a bit of a picture already of what's going to be coming next year with those new models. Like I said, it's most likely 5 models are going to be coming, whether, like I said, it'll be the 16 Ultra or just be known as the iPhone Ultra. I'm sure time will tell and tell us what it is going to also be known as. But on that note as well, guys, it's time to wrap up this video. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. Also at the same time, want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons, please also make sure you subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell. Until next time, guys, I will see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.